The morning sun peeked into Trump Tower. It was a beautiful day, or so they say. Donald J. Trump didn't notice. He felt off, bigly off. This was not a man used to introspection. He preferred tweeting and 2 scoops of ice cream.
Darling, she said, her voice smooth as silk, perhaps a therapist?
Trump scoffed. Therapy? He didn't need therapy. People loved him. He was very, very rich. But something in Melania's eyes, maybe a flicker of "I'm serious, Donald," made him pause. Maybe, just maybe, he could use a little chat. For the good of the country, of course.
Fine, he grumbled, grabbing his phone. But get me the best, someone who understands success.
Little did he know, his journey to self-discovery was about to begin. Dr. Max Freudianstein's office was the opposite of Trump Tower. It was calm, tasteful. There were no golden elevators in sight. Trump sank into the plush armchair. He eyed the doctor suspiciously.
"So, Mr. President," Dr. Freudianstein began, his voice a soothing baritone, "tell me, what troubles you?"
Trump shifted uncomfortably.
"Troubles? I don't have troubles. Everyone loves me. I'm very important, you know."
Dr. Freudianstein nodded, taking notes.
"And how does that make you feel?" "Look, I just thought maybe I could use a little advice on how to be even greater, you know, for America."
Dr. Freudianstein smiled. This was going to be interesting. Therapy was a strange beast. Trump wasn't used to talking about feelings, especially not his own. He was more of a tell-it-like-it-is kind of guy. But Dr. Freudianstein had a way. He listened, he asked questions. He even managed to get Trump to talk about his childhood. Weeks turned into months. Trump, to his surprise, started enjoying their sessions. He even found himself looking forward to them.
One day, Dr. Freudianstein suggested something radical. "Mr. President," he said, "have you ever considered humility?"
Trump choked on his Diet Coke. Humility? What was that, some kind of foreign food? The next session was different. Dr. Freudianstein had rearranged the office. He'd even brought in props. A podium, a microphone, and a "Make America Great Again" hat.
"Today," he announced, "we're role-playing."
Trump raised an eyebrow. This he could get behind. He loved a good show.
"You, Mr. President, will be the audience member, and I, Dr. Freudianstein donned the MAGA hat, will be you."
What followed was truly bizarre. Dr. Freudianstein, channeling his inner Trump, paced the room. He tweeted from Trump's phone, with permission of course. He even attempted a "you're fired." Trump, forced to listen instead of speak, found himself both amused and slightly uncomfortable. Was that how he sounded? The role reversal exercise was a turning point. Trump started paying attention to others. He actually listened at rallies instead of just hearing applause. He even held a press conference where he didn't interrupt a single reporter. It made headlines worldwide.
One day, while walking through Central Park, a little girl approached him. "Mr. President," she said, "my grandpa says you're not very nice, but I think you're trying."
Trump, instead of getting defensive, surprised himself by smiling.
"Well, kid," he said, "your grandpa's got a point, but I'm working on it."
Did Donald J. Trump become a saint? No. Did he suddenly start quoting Gandhi? Absolutely not. But he was different, more self-aware. He still loved Twitter, but now he sometimes used it to praise others.
He even admitted he was wrong once, though he quickly followed it up with, "but I was right about everything else."
America was still America, but with a slightly more introspective leader. And Dr. Max Freudianstein? He became the most sought-after therapist in the world. After all, if he could handle Trump, he could handle anyone.
The end. Or as Trump would say, stay tuned, folks. It's gonna be huge.